son?
His son and his wife. They're going to let her out actually February. They have to let her out. His son is causing hell.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's like if you don't have to go to Mexico, don't go.
Yeah, Sinaloa right now is under Chapo's son's control.
Because I heard they're like trying to bomb up airports too and stuff like that.
Yeah. A lot of innocent people are now. Wife of Chapo.
No. This is a different lady, yeah.
The lady was in the prison?
I'm not throwing out? No. Yeah. Hi guys, and welcome to tonight's show. I'm Zeleny, your host.
And I'm Wendy.
Eric.
And let's just start off. Whatchamacallit?
This show is not meant for children under the age of 18.
Yeah.
Due to language, content, drugs, sex, you name it, we got it.
Okay, well anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's start off by taking a shot. What?
You forgetting something. Who sponsors us?
Oh, Zell's Total Body Sculpting is sponsoring your show tonight and every night. Not every night, every Friday. I'm sorry. I'm a little off tonight because of everything before here. But what are we taking a shot of? Amsterdam Peach.
Yes.
Yes. Let us know what you're taking a shot of. We'd like to know.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh yeah, real nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, drink. What's the drink?
Wendy.
Parrot Bay, passion fruit, Sprite, and the pomegranate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think some of that.
If you didn't know, Pama is from Puerto Rico. It's a big drink over there. I don't know why.
I like it.
It's good.
I like it mixed with something. I can't drink it
tart.
by myself.
That's why.
It helps the shot.
So, let's go into our topics. The first one is side pieces.
Science.
Yeah.
Why is it okay
Oh boy.
for, it's the double standard. Double standard. Why is it okay for a man to have a side piece, but when a woman wants to have a side piece, it's not okay?
Well, I don't think that it's not okay. It depends on the relationship. If you have an open relationship where that's already been discussed and everybody's in the same agreement, then it's not really considered a side piece, though.
No,
It's just an open
it's an
arrangement.
open relationship.
But I don't think that's not okay. I think that men will disagree with the fact that they're not going to want another man with their woman, but the side piece definition is normally for girls. For the most part, a girl's the one who's actually the side piece.
Right.
For the most part, or a jump off, whatever you want to call it. But
Jump off is so old.
80s. I'm aging myself again. It's okay.
We saw that one reel that you posted. Not you posted. We posted. Remember, when I'm talking to her, I'm gonna say you, and when she's talking to me, she's gonna say you. So we posted.
That shit cracked me up because you seen at the end how the dude's like
Yeah,
pinky.
he grabs her pinky. He's all like, "Yeah, we're not."
He's like, I'm coming inside.
Yeah, I'm coming inside. No more. But he was really serious when he sat there and he said, like, no, you can't play outside.
He's like
you can't. He said,
So was he giving up the option because he was caught?
No, he told her. He told her, he was all like, but why do you think it's okay for you to play outside? And she told him, you play outside.
Oh, so she was holding him accountable.
Yeah, so
Okay.
what she said, when you play outside, I'm going to play outside. And
I agree with that. I actually agree with that. Because, like we said, I think we said last week, and I believe this, if it's good for the goose, it has to be good for the gander. That's a big belief of
So
mine.
if you were, and that's why we like having a male perspective on the show. So if you were playing outside,
Right.
you would be okay with your girl playing outside too.
If I was. But I'm very faithful in a relationship. I'm very faithful to that person. So if I were to actually decide to go out, and step outside, I would have to be outside, able to deal with the fact that they're going to step out as well. I would have to deal with that. That's just, like, if I say if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander, I can't just expect her to not step out if I've already done it. If I bring her home someone else's flavor, then I have to realize that she's going to bring me home someone else's flavor as well. That's just the reality of life. I'm a big realist. So with that being said, it's just, in my mentality, I don't believe that it's okay. I don't believe it's okay for either one of them.
Come inside.
Come inside. Come inside.
I saw that, and I was dying.
Me too.
And he was really serious.
He was like, if my man was outside.
It's my main. And he
Yeah,
said
I
my
know.
main.
Oh, wait. He said her main. Okay,
His
so
main.
Yeah.
His
but that's
main.
already disrespecting her. Because he's calling her his main. Like, what's everybody else?
But she was really
Side.
she was really nonchalant with it. She was all like, yeah.
She was like, well, then
and
I'm letting you.
and I'm letting you know I have a side and I'm gonna do me.
I think
and
we should
he was
call
not
them.
okay.
I think we should call them what Jada Pinkett called it. What was it? An entanglement. It's not really a side. It's just somebody who she tangles with every now and then. Yes.
See, it is. I feel like it is definitely double standard
Yeah.
because, the moment people hear like women have a side piece, women will attack other women, men will attack that woman. But when a man has a side piece,
It's okay.
they get attacked, but not
We're
as
studs.
often or as much
'Cause we're
or
studs.
as bad. Because look at the whole Shakira and Piqué thing.
Oh,
He cheated on her.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, he downgraded, whatever. But it's not like, damn, you cheated, blah, blah, blah. But then Jada had her
Right.
entanglement and
Right.
that shit, a whole month of, fucking dragging her and
Oh,
shit.
yeah,
Let's be
yeah.
honest.
But
it's
she was
not
kind of
a-
rubbing his face in it for a while, though, taking pictures and making it obvious that she was doing something there.
But I feel like it's constant. Like, women always get a harsher view when they have a side piece as opposed to men.
I think women
Because
are looked
I-
at as softer, though. We expect women to be more pure and more clean. And
But
No, you
why?
guys expect us to be more docile
But
and
why?
submissive.
But he said
Well,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Why do men take the view as a woman being more clean, more pure? Why?
I think it's because a man looks at a woman as a mother, as a soft, caring, giving, loving soul.
Mm-hmm.
And men are hard, gruff, we're dirty, we smell, our feet smell, our body stinks. We do the hard jobs that women don't want to do or can't do. Like physically, for example, just to be clear, construction work. How many women really want to do construction work? Not many.
There's a lot of women in construction.
There are, but not as many men.
Like mechanic. There's a lot of women
There's a
in
lot-
mechanics, body shop. Yeah.
Nowadays. And it's getting better and better where women are becoming more and more accepted into the workplace. But in reality, I wouldn't take my car as a consumer to a female mechanic. I wouldn't do it.
Because
I
you
wouldn't
got
do
your
it.
own prejudice.
Because more
Stereotypes.
like a sexism, where I would look at her and be like, is she really able to take care of the vehicle the way that I want her to take care of it? Or is she going to be able to do what that man does that owns the shop? And maybe it is like a sexist part, where you're kind of like looking at the person and thinking a derogatory fashion to them. But that's the way that I think that the majority of men would think, And that could be also why male mechanics take advantage of female women when they come in. You know what I mean?
think it
You know
has-
how that happens, right?
Yeah. See, that would never happen with me because I call my dad right away.
Well, there you go. There you say,
my
there you go.
dad.
You call your dad. You don't call your mom.
No, I call my dad before going, and I know exactly what to say. I go in there, I be like, no, like no, and they're like,
So you
they
know-
look at me and they're like, no,
But the reason you do that is because you know they're going to try and take advantage of you.
right?
So if
Because I'm
you
a
go
girl.
to, exactly.
And
I don't
that,
think it's because it's your
that
girl. I think it has
aggravates
to be
me.
like, all right,
Well, they
don't
look
know,
at me
I'm
as a
gonna
girl.
take it.
Believe me,
Because
it's because it's
I
a
know
girl.
mechanics and they taking advantage of other men just because they can tell they don't know shit about
But
cars.
there's
Right.
a lot of men who are soft and are like women.
like if
Where
you
kinda
go
look
in
at
with
them-
your like khaki pants,
Yeah,
and your
yeah,
shit,
yeah. You're
and they're
preppy
like,
and-
my car is making a
Yeah,
noise.
there's a lot of guys like that.
And there's a lot of hoodlums that don't know shit about cars either.
Right.
Like, let's be honest.
But they just
It
steal
has-
a new car.
But it's again, it's on how you look.
Right.
It's on how you look.
It's the impression. Right.
The way men talk about women is what they think about them.
My opinion, I think it has a lot to do with like back then where men worked and women stayed at home.
Yes.
And that mindset just kind of like women were submissive and docile back then. Like even when your husband stepped out back then, women sucked it up and was like, they're working.
I do agree with that comment as well. There's somebody, the way men talk about women is what they think about them. There's somebody, I'm sorry, I cannot stand him. I
You guys
can't.
know him?
Who's
Yes,
he?
you do.
Oh, I was
Oh,
gonna say,
you guys
I don't know
there.
him. Okay.
No, you,
Type
you,
it right
I
there.
I don't think I know him.
Huh?
I said type it right there. I want to see. I won't say it out loud. I just want to see. I'm nosy. I ain't gonna even lie.
I was gonna say I got left out of the him.
No.
Let's just say you're him. How's that?
I know who you're talking about. You can delete that. You can delete that. I already got it.
The minute he speaks, I cannot stand him because of how he views women.
So how does he view them though?
He views them as they're
Lesser.
not so much lesser.
Sexual objects.
There's not even sexual objects.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay for men to sleep with 10 women.
Okay.
If a woman sleeps with 10 men, she's a
hoe.
hoe.
But he's
But-
a male hoe.
But he's a male hoe.
And it's okay because
But
he's
it's
a male.
okay because
Well,
he's
yes,
a male.
because from the male perspective, the man is a stud. He's looked at as a stud, and the female's looked at as a hoe. And
So-
that again goes back to what Wendy was saying. It's the old mentality.
It's the old
from
mentality.
the old days.
So
Right.
I'm all the time debating, and sometimes I'll message Wendy like, "Yo, deal with this because I can't deal with him. I'm about to send him to hell, and I have to in what we're doing.
Right.
We have to agree to disagree.
Right, of
but
course.
I can't agree to
But I
disagree
think
because
you
I want to
handle
punch
it
you
very
in
well,
your.
though.
I'm
I'll
about
be
to punch
honest.
you in your dome piece, and I'm about to break my laptop on top of your face because.
That's one way to deal with it.
It has to be with. It has to be with. Like
I'm sorry.
if you can do it, why can't we?
Correct. Good for the goose, good for the gander.
Right.
Right.
And it's if like
Sorry, guys, and that's the reality. That's how I think. If you don't think that way, that's your business.
So
But that's how I
times
think.
has changed. Whereas back then, again, men was who paid all the bills, and women didn't really have any skills because they stayed home.
Right.
Now, both sexes are paying the bills and picking
Correct.
up skills and learning skills and like.
A lot of it is because they have to as well. Because nowadays you can't really live and afford one single family income.
Exactly.
You have to have both
But
of these actually survive.
it's not just that. Women are more stepping up. Like whereas,
Well, that too.
whereas you talked about
Right.
mechanics and construction, now
Yes.
you see women is like, we don't care if that used to be a man's job.
Right.
If I want to do it, I'm gonna do it, and nobody's
Right.
gonna tell me.
I love that actually.
I've-
I love that mentality.
I've actually seen Instagram profiles
Mhm.
with women painting cars, like
Oh, yeah, yeah.
painting cars,
Yeah.
and they've done an amazing job.
Yeah.
Where I would take my car to you,
Yes.
and I know you could hook up my car better than what a man can do.
But you only know that because she's actually showing you what she can do already, not
Right.
because you just met her and say, "I
Right.
think that girl over there will do a good job."
Right.
I get it.
And it again, it's the exact same thing for a male. Going back to our topic,
Yeah.
if you're a man and you want a side piece and you feel that fulfills you, if a woman would want a side piece and she feels that is what's going to fulfill her, what she's doing is okay in her book
Okay.
because she's a female. It doesn't make it wrong.
It's fair.
If you're a
both ways.
male and you can do that,
Right.
then she's a female and she can do that, and it doesn't make her any less than what you are.
I'll agree with that. I will agree with that. But there's a lot of people out there who will never agree with that. And it's just the mentality, and I think like what Wendy said before, it goes back to the old days where I have heard the same from an older woman. She said to me, a good woman only lets one key open her lock, not many keys. Try her lock out to see which one opens it best. And when she said that to me, I was like, what does that mean?
But if she was with a male who had multiple women unlocking that door, would she feel the same?
She was actually. The man that she was with a lot of different women as well as her. But she was kind of telling me like she was a good woman because she was faithful to that man and only to that man, even though he was on the street, he was doing his thing.
That she wasn't unlocking that door.
Because she was only letting him unlock the door is what I'm saying.
To her?
To her, yes. Her
well,
door.
she was stupid because he was unlocking.
But again, she was in her like mid-50s, early 60s when she told me that.
Yeah.
The thing is that the cup of being with each other for so many years, a difficult I had to take care of.
What was it?
The thing is that the cup of being with each other for so many years, a difficult I had to take care.
Okay. I don't really understand.
I'm not really understanding.
Can you elaborate a little bit more?
Clarify a little bit.
That way we can.
I think I talked about this too as well before. If the person has a side piece and the other person is in agreement with it, then it's not so really, it's not so much of a big deal anymore. You know what I mean? As long as the other person says that, okay, I can agree if I'm sick or I can't give you. I just had surgery, so go ahead and get what you need to get elsewhere. Don't tell me about it. And
well, maybe too. Maybe you have a disease.
But that just went completely out of side piece.
Wait a minute, I didn't mean it like that. Not like
like herpes or something.
Yeah, like
you gotta get your herpes cleared up.
No, maybe like you're like a paraplegic or something like that.
So you just can't.
So you have a piece on the side.
Oh, you know what? I have an example.
What I meant to say is that a couple been together for so many years they forgot how to take care.
Oh.
So they've lost the fire. They've lost the fire in the relationship, and they're allowing each other to go out there and get whatever they need on the side.
Maybe sometimes you need something else. Maybe sometimes you need something on the outside to bring that flame back.
Oh, so they're saying basically like when they forgot to take care of each other's needs, that's when you go get the side piece.
Yeah.
Because there's a part missing.
Yeah.
See, I it's not letting them finish their sentence for some reason.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I agree with that to an extent. Like usually women, if we step out or when however you want to look at it, it's on an emotional level. Like we're done. We're looking for that emotional commitment from someone else because you haven't given it to us.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
For a man, it's not emotional or anything. It's really just because it's there and that's it. It's
friction.
available. We're taking it. That's it.
It's just friction.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't need anything to do with your brain at all. It's just not. It has nothing to do with it. If you are willing to give it to us, we'll take it.
What if your like side piece is not okay? What if you're like with somebody for like a long time, and then you're with your side piece for a long time? It's not just there.
So that's not a side piece. That's a relationship.
So
it's not a side
like
piece anymore. A side piece is someone who you jump off.
So like
That's what
you're
they call jump
two
offs.
different relationships.
You're living two lives. Yeah, like for example, remember back in the day, they used to have two families. Like my daddy loves me, but he has a family down the street who he loves more. You know what I mean?
Or he loves not more, so it's
or
the same.
he has a family
like
down the street.
Yeah, I gotta split my time.
Yeah.
My biggest issue is like I don't understand why our value is based on sexual worth. Like if I slept with 50 people in the past and it's like, oh, you's a hoe, blah blah blah, and that identifies that. But if a guy sleeps with 50 people, it doesn't matter. It doesn't impact his worth at all.
Right.
A woman will be. He'll spread.
He's like, I'm gonna fucking.
Let's not talk about spread his seed because we had a conversation about that not too long ago, like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, well, whatever.
Remember? Oh, I'm leaving my legacy.
Oh, God.
That was last week.
Was it last week? Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
You gotta spread out your legacy.
Yeah, no.
I knew like 30 boys around there, so my name continues.
No,
my whole, like, why is it based off, like, why is a woman's worth based off of sexual? Like, the less sexual experience you are, it's like again, more pure, so she's more valuable.
Right.
Yeah, no.
But
I feel like nowadays,
the more sexual experience you have, it's like, ooh, she's
easy.
Like,
she's too easy.
She's easy, or she's loosey goosey.
Yes.
Or listen.
I'm
I'm 40 years old. Loosey goosey was in back then.
I'm laughing. Did you see that meme where the lady was like, "I'm not, my kitty coochie is not pink, it's brown. Roast beef, and then the lady was like, my meow meow coochie isn't tight, it's loosey goosey.
No. Okay, so
These
not too
people
long
are just
ago, there was
like-
like a conversation that said, oh, she slept with like 20 men, so her walls aren't tight.
That's not true.
Bro,
That's not true.
bro,
It's
do
like
you don't know the
You don't know-
anatomy
you don't know
of a woman.
Medically, you don't know what you're talking about.
So that means if I had 2 kids
No.
whose head was this big,
Yeah.
my walls
Stupid.
are not tight.
Right.
Stewart?
That's uneducated.
Well,
That's
let's be
uneducated.
honest.
It's
I mean,
uneducated. You said it right there.
Medically-
And not only
medically,
that,
you know different.
so then what does it mean that your penis has been in 50 women? It means that it's
It's blessed by God.
no.
I'm
It,
just saying.
it must mean that it's. I don't even have
It's
something
stretched out and
loosey
worn out.
goosey.
It's stretched out and worn, like an old pair of shoelaces.
Yes,
Oh, that may
it's
be-
like shoelaces.
So is my understanding a side piece is someone that keeps the fire going? A side piece is basically your partner outside of your relationship. Like
Yeah.
you're cheating on your relationship partner.
No, I'm not
Because
saying you
the
don't
whole-
keep the fire going.
No, they're asking.
Oh, yeah.
Like
I think a
because the
jump
home
off
is
is
boring.
better.
Sometimes it's not even because the home's boring, just because they can.
They can.
Yeah.
think a
So
jump
it's
off is
basically
better than
just
for
someone
Yeah.
who's not in your relationship that your partner don't know about.
Yeah.
I mean, a side piece could keep your fire going
basically
within your
a pair.
relationship because let's just say your partner found out that you had a side piece. Now you leave the side piece go, and it could make your relationship better with your partner.
Ooh, the chances of that are really slim, though.
Look at all these people that have found out that they cheated.
Like Will
And
Smith. And
Will-
then lost his fucking mind on
No,
stage.
no. Well, Will
I'm
Smith
just
is
giving an
really
example.
bad.
He's
Let's
a
find-
horrible example.
Let's find out, let's try to think of somebody
Shakira
else.
and PK.
No, they didn't get back together.
They
They won't.
They won't.
No.
She
She
just
just-
still out of his league.
Okay,
He fucked
wait.
up.
No,
J-Lo
listen, she
and-
just
and
built
Affleck.
a wall.
J-Lo and Affleck, how's that? But
That
they got back
was-
together.
That one.
After
Maybe he
she-
didn't cheat on her.
No, he
She
didn't.
just broke up with him. He didn't
She
cheat
left
on
him.
her.
And she
yeah.
ran through a couple other guys.
Yeah.
That's
Her
it.
worth didn't come down. Probably
Well,
because she had money.
Jay-Z and
That's
Beyonce.
Beyonce's
Okay,
fucking
yes.
beautiful
Yes.
compared
And
to
he's
him.
ugly as
Oh,
hell.
yeah.
He looked like a straight up gorilla.
He's a little.
I can't-
He's a little.
No! I don't mean
He
it
has
because of
gorilla
his
traits.
color.
His gorilla
Damn,
traits.
that's messed up. I didn't say nothing about his color at all.
Maybe it has to do with money too, though.
He really does look like a gorilla.
I think he is very
I've
ugly
been
and she
told
could have
that,
done so much
But
better.
and it has
It's my size.
it's well yeah, you're like 6'6".
I'm a Giorilla. It's okay. I get it. I think the Beyonce and what's his name, Jay-Z thing had to do with money.
He really
There's a
looks
lot to do
ugly.
with money.
And the only
So you say they stuck together because of the money?
Absolutely.
I don't
Think
think it
about
has
That's
nothing to
an
do with
empire.
money. I don't think it has nothing to do with money because she's got so much more money.
She has more than him, yes.
She has much more than him.
But think about it. Put them both together.
No, wait
it's
a
an
minute.
empire.
I don't know if she has
does.
more
No,
than
it's
him
been
because
proven.
it
She
has
does-
been
she does
proven.
have more, yes.
Okay, but even if they separated, they have money, a lot of money
Individually.
individually.
Right, I get it.
But
it's so
when
much
he
more
when
fun
he
when you have
stepped
more.
when he stepped out
Yes.
and she found out she still stayed by his side, and now they're even tighter than what they were
So
before.
then your point is
sometimes
proven.
it
makes
is
it stronger.
It makes a relationship stronger
So-
because it
Wait,
makes you,
time out.
it makes
We
you
don't know
realize
that because we only see what they show us. Because I can imagine there's a cajillion trust issues there still.
How many numbers is that? A cajillion.
Cajillion,
I got that one. Yeah, I'm sure.
because in the home is boring. Sometimes when you're together for such a long time, you
Bored.
lose
lose
the
the
So
fire.
flame.
you go to the
lost
side piece,
Sometimes that side piece could put a fire under your ass. Will be
then
like, yo,
be
you're-
in a polyamorous relationship. Like, I really don't get it. Like,
Agreed.
you got married to commit to one person. You didn't
Agreed.
get married to be like, when I get bored, I'm going to step out on you.
Agreed.
When you get bored, you step out on me.
I'll give
And
you
then
that.
we come back together, we have our fun.
right.
Right.
Because it's not about
In a sense, yeah.
For rich or for poor.
Yes, it is in the mouth.
No, no,
Oh, shit.
Oh, those are
What
good.
vows you
I want to know
taking?
those vows.
no, no.
Yeah.
In a sense, oh, life has ended.
Mm.
Oh, shit.
They cut us off.
Oh, shit. Did you say something fucked up?
I don't know.
TikTok is so goddamn picky.
But because we didn't say nothing really bad. Penis is not a bad word.
The
TikTok is
Giorilla.
so...
I called myself a Giorilla.
Damn. Is it because I said he looked like a
It
gorilla?
has to be
I
that.
don't know. It
But I
could
called
be.
myself a Giorilla. So that can't be it. Because
I
I can
don't
call
know.
myself whatever I want.
But anyways,
Anyway,
we'll continue. We're
moving
still...
on. Yeah,
Anyway.
Instagram.
They always kick me off for
They're
something.
moody.
I got kicked off.
They're sensitive.
Yeah, I don't know why. They get sensitive over everything that is said.
No, I don't think so.
I hope not.
You're the only person to call that man.
No.
I'm like, I don't have a
You
lot
only
to
said
be
he looks
sued.
like it.
He does because it's just his
It's
facial
the features.
feature.
It's the features, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't have those facial features.
Well, good. Now he can sue you too.
Jesus.
Access removed. For bullying and harassment.
There it
Who
is.
was bullying and harassing?
Nobody was bullying and harassing. Anyway, I'm so done.
They're sensitive. They're really sensitive with it. That should be a topic of the night. Is how sensitive this world has become.
Yo,
How
you
we have to
can't
watch
say
everything
nothing.
we have to say anymore.
You
We have to filter
can you
ourselves.
write them?
They didn't
sure.
give you the option. All you
No,
have to
yeah,
say is
no.
you agree or
Right,
not.
yeah.
And I hit not, but that's all I can do.
He called himself that.
Yeah.
And everybody else calls Jay-Z that. Anyway, don't laugh. I mean, don't
So-
laugh.
So the benefits of a side piece.
The benefits are side piece. It could
strengthen.
It could strengthen your relationship, and I could break it as well.
For me, it's just breaking.
Listen, if you
because it's not gonna strengthen no goddamn relationship.
no right,
As long as it's monogamous, it'll break a monogamous relationship.
Right.
I guess yeah. If
Okay.
we agreed to be
Polygamous.
yeah, then fine, fuck it.
but
Okay.
here's my thing. If you have to go there already, then you're already done.
Yeah. You
And
should have
that's
never
as it
started.
is,
You should have
right.
never started.
If-
If you have to say, listen, we're going to go into this and we're going to have a lot
It
of lovers, that's not, yeah. That's not a relationship anymore.
Right.
Then you're just still, you belong to the streets. You belong to the streets. It is what it is. I get it. I see what you're saying. Okay.
I don't know. I just don't think that a person's worth should be associated with.
They're
That-
sexual.
Me neither. And if, like he said
Regardless
before,
yeah.
if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander.
The one thing I do love, like you'll see more now, women being more empowered to like accept their sexual orientation,
That's a
sexuality.
big-
Their
that's a big-
Because like
need.
it
Everybody.
doesn't matter, like whether on social media, how many times do you see women like I don't want to say half naked, but you know, self confident,
Yeah.
and you can see that they're confident in their body, especially
Yeah.
when you have everything telling you that you need work. Because how many ads do you see for cool sculpting and everything else?
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Makeup.
like there's makeup.
Hair's a big one. Hair's a big one.
We're about to lose our sponsor in like 2 seconds.
We're not talking badly about the
No,
sponsor.
I'm just saying, like a lot
Yeah.
of the world is always telling us how a woman should look.
Right.
And not you see women being like, I don't fit the criteria, but I still love myself.
Right.
I am comfortable enough to be out here with my titty out or my ass out or, you know, fuck what you think or I want to have 20 partners and you can't tell me shit.
We were just talking about that.
OnlyFans.
What's her name? Lizzo.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
is a good example.
Yes. And
Yeah.
OnlyFans, women doing whatever the fuck they do in their OnlyFans, I don't know because I don't have one, but
Yet.
the way life is going, yeah, is correct.
I don't know.
It's
If
good
those
money.
eggs keep going at the rate it is,
I mean,
I'm about
eggs
to
are
open up that
expensive.
OnlyFans.
I'm actually going to do Feet Finders first and we'll see how that works.
Feet
Feet
finders
finders.
is a hard one to get into. It's a hard
And
one.
then we'll work my way up to OnlyFans. I'm not ready to be fully naked.
Somebody's willing to pay. Somebody's willing to pay. There's always somebody.
All
Got
right.
Plenty of friends selling underwear.
Oh yeah, people do that. They sell
Yes,
that
they do.
everywhere.
Yeah.
You can sell your feces.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
And
You can even sell your fart.
Wait, that's a whole different
It's a whole different
topic.
topic.
Whole
We
different
went off
topic,
topic.
guys.
Sorry.
All right, let's go to the next topic, which is snitching. We've all heard
snitches get stitches.
snitches get
And
stitches.
end up in ditches.
Not for nothing, but sometimes a permitting.
A permitting what?
A
side
permitting
piece?
what? A side piece?
A side piece?
Like permission? Like your husband was like, yeah, you can have a side piece. Maybe I need a husband. like
Or
that.
permission
But that's
for
what I said before.
OnlyFans?
Oh. That's what I said before. If you're sick, like for example, if I'm having surgery and I know I can't have sex because I'm having surgery.
For
I
what,
said-
like a week and you're gonna let
said-
them have a side piece?
No, okay,
For a
wait,
week?
let's go back, let's go back.
What?
Wait, let's rewind 1 second, let's rewind. So, I have a friend, or had a friend.
Oh,
unfortunately.
hold on. She's writing. Okay.
Okay,
It's the
okay.
same thing like
Finish it,
TikTok.
finish it.
TikTok, yeah.
So I had a friend who unfortunately he was wheelchair bound. Okay?
Shit.
He got married to a beautiful woman. But he told her, he said, listen, the only thing I can do is eat you. I can't do anything else besides that. So what, I'm
But they
letting
got
you...
toys for dudes.
Well, no, he said to her, I'm okay with you going out and getting yourself beat every now and then, but come back to me and I'm still your husband. I'll tell you what, it lasted for like 7-8 years. And then she was finally like, you know what? I don't want to just step out on him because I feel like I'm coming back and ruining the relationship because I'm already tainted by these other guys. So I had to come back. Your face is not helping right now. I'm trying to keep a serious face and actually speak on the topic.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Sorry.
I couldn't hold it. I really tried.
All right. Reset. Jeez, this is getting better and better. Okay. So she said to him, I don't want to do that to you anymore because I feel like I'm ruining the marriage. So, long story short, he gave her the right to have side pieces. And she had multiple side pieces. But it was only because he physically could not. He was paralyzed from the waist down. Yeah.
But they got toys.
But, well...
Like...
They do have toys, but she wanted the physical part.
Sometimes,
and he was understanding of that.
Yeah, sometimes
which showed a lot of
isn't
good,
enough.
right?
Like, you can start with that, but you have to finish
There's
with
something about being
real.
crushed by a man that doesn't actually compare to being, penetrated by a toy, a plastic toy. There's something about the pulsating man on top of you, or
we definitely would have been kicked off of TikTok.
But I'm giving them no perspective. I'm allowed to say that.
Yeah, but
we're not
TikTok is
denying
very,
it.
yeah.
It's just TikTok's
TikTok
It's
is
just
very,
too sensitive.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah. But I want to know what the hold on, what the heck
She's
to say, 'cause
typing.
that's-
She's typing,
That's
yeah.
a lot of typing.
Because I'm intrigued. I want to hear this story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean, too,
that was a
you
good
care
example where somebody who couldn't do anything for her, he was understanding. When he told me that, he actually told me the story. He told me, I told her, go out and get what you need. Just wash up and clean up and be clean when you come back to me because I can eat, but I can't be.
But here's the thing, like, this is a different case where he gave permission because
Right.
he couldn't. But
Right.
now how do you justify or
the-
explain when you have a partner that can
Right.
and you're still choosing?
I don't think there's any justification to it.
I think a lot of the issues, like, when it comes to the bedroom is communication.
Yes.
Like, I think people, especially women, unless you're, like, assertive in your sexuality, why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just listening to you talk.
It's not comfortable. Like, especially if you're, like, depending on how you were raised and stuff, with that mind frame, like, oh, you just accept it, whatever your husband, like, you see in households where they're like, oh, if he touched you, just ignore it. It's fine. Like, it's accepting and you're just supposed to suck it up. So they just, unfortunately, carry that over to the relationship. Like, oh, as long as he's happy, as long as he's good.
No.
It's
No,
not like...
I personally don't understand that.
It's
it has to be mutual.
But that's a confidence for, like, a woman has to be confident enough to be able to speak her mind and be like, hey, I don't like when you stick your whatever you
in
do.
my butt. Right.
Whatever. Like, whatever
Yeah.
you don't like, or, oh, I like when you do this, or I like when you do that. And
When you invite over Tyrone and we...
if that works for you, that works for you.
It's not a side piece anymore. That's just a friend.
But I think a lot of the issue is, like, women aren't very communicative. Oh my God.
Communicative.
Yeah, thank
There you
you.
go. You're welcome.
Blah. And so they expect people to just know.
That's
Like,
a big
Because
issue.
they expect you to be, like, in tune or pay
We're
attention
supposed
to
to
their
read your
bodies.
minds.
And I'm not
You
saying...
have way too much hair in the way for me to read your mind. I can't read your mind.
I don't want the ones to read my mind.
I'm not saying you specifically,
I
but
know.
I'm just saying women in general. Like they'll look at you and say, you should have known what I wanted. How am I supposed to know what you want? I can't.
I mean,
I'm not a
not
mind
for
reader.
nothing.
And it's a confidence
In
thing,
the
too,
beginning.
Right.
as
Speak to
well.
me.
Wait.
Let me know.
In the beginning, you shouldn't know
No.
what
You
you
never know
want.
shit.
No. You should speak.
But after a while, you should know what that person likes and wants.
Yeah. What's a while? Though? Give me an idea of what's a while.
How often are you guys doing it?
Right.
Like, if you guys are doing
6
it every
months, a
day,
year.
Well,
then
in the beginning, you
I-
start doing it quite often if you
Like
are
rabbits.
together.
Yeah.
It
6 months
keeps,
to
it
within
keeps
6
kicking her
months,
out.
Within 6 months to a year, I think you should know each other well enough that you know exactly what it is each other wants.
Right. After
That's
a
a
year
good
or so,
window.
you shouldn't have to
Right.
like ask or be communicative.
but you should still feel comfortable enough, like, hey, can we try this? Like,
Absolutely.
You should be able to speak your mind.
Communication
But,
should be open. Absolutely.
whereas a man has no problem being like, yo, I want some head. A woman won't be as quick to say some stuff because
No,
they...
a woman after a while, a woman will be like, "Yo, you're doing that wrong."
I know a
I
lot of
agree.
women that won't.
Well, you're right. A lot of women
A lot of women
Right.
won't because
They
of,
feel
like...
they're emasculating the man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, it's like that thing, like, oh, I don't want him to feel bad. Like, I don't... His
We are
ego...
way off topic, guys.
Yeah,
That has nothing
we
to
jumped
do.
off the side
Yeah,
piece.
this
We jumped
has
off.
nothing. Sometimes people like that.
Like what? Having a side piece?
Yeah, sometimes people
I mean,
like
I guess
this,
that's why they got
like
like threesomes
happy
and orgies and.
All right,
Swinger groups. I mean, yeah.
let's move on to the next topic.
All right. Snitching it is.
Snitching.
Snitches get stitches.
Snitches get stitches. Do you really, as an adult, believe in that?
Fuck no.
Yes, I do.
I don't.
I do.
Okay, tell me your reasons why.
The reasons why is because as a male, I was always raised, even from elementary school, it's always no tattletaling. Don't tell on another person. Deal with it. Go talk to them and square it away. End of story. From elementary age, from 5 years old on up. As you get around your friends, your family, your people in your neighborhood, it's always, you know what? You want to tell on me? I'm gonna get you around the corner. I'm gonna fuck you up. Simple as that. Don't run your mouth. Keep yourself in your lane and mind your business. If it has nothing to do with you, just mind your business.
Right.
That was it. That was the mentality growing up.
Growing up,
Right.
as an adult.
Yes. I maintain the mentality because I don't get involved in other people's business where it gets to the point where I have to go and rat them out.
What if it has to do with you?
If it has to do with me and I have to snitch, or if I have the option to snitch, I think I'd rather deal with it in the level of street justice, where we figure it out somewhere else, where I'm not going to snitch on you, but I'm going to figure it out somewhere else.
Okay, what if you
Behind
have
the-
to snitch?
If I have to snitch,
Yeah.
why would I have to snitch though?
Because it involves you.
Okay, but it doesn't tell me why I would have to snitch. Like, is it gonna change my future if I don't?
Yeah.
Okay, if I don't snitch and it's gonna change my future, do I snitch? No, I still don't.
Okay, really quick, because we always say if a comment comes in later, we're going to go back to it. Hold that thought. Sometimes people like that forbidden love. They like that hide the feelings, so that's why they have a side chick.
Well, that thrill of being caught or almost
Or
caught.
almost
That's fun
caught,
actually.
or
That's
that.
actually fun.
That is fun.
Yeah, it's like being out in public
Yeah.
and hoping the cop catches you and you're like, hey, I'm sorry, I wasn't doing this the first time.
People don't realize they be snitching when they are snitching. Too much dry snitching. Okay.
That's true. That's true, Ricky. I agree with you there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people running their mouths and they don't realize they're actually talking too much.
Right.
I get it.
Right.
Good point.
See. Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
I think I was done.
You were done?
I was done with that specific point with the dry snitching. It's just sometimes people say too much and they don't realize they're actually talking. Or, you know, when you start drinking, sometimes
that mouth when
I
you
call
drink.
alcohol truth serum.
Yeah.
If you're drinking and you're actually just
Truth
talking,
comes out.
the truth will always come out.
Right.
So that being said, that may be part of that dry snitching where you just say too much.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I wasn't supposed to say this, but this guy was doing over here this girl was doing over here that, and then you already snitched. You know.
Right.
And that's not going to change your future or your life, but it's going to affect them.
I grew up with the mentality that, I am a city baby.
Okay.
I grew up in Center City, Allentown. Snitches got stitches. You kept your mouth quiet. You didn't say nothing. Do I feel like that right now? No.
So if the police came up to you and you had just seen an assault in the middle of the street, Center City, Allentown, and you were just standing there and you watched the whole thing, I mean, you didn't pull out your phone and be like, World Star, you didn't do all that.
No.
But you saw it happen. So the police came up to you and said, hey, listen, but you know these people.
Somebody was really hurt?
Yes.
Somebody was really hurt.
So one of the two was really hurt.
Like how?
Like you see me in the middle of the street mollywop somebody all up and down the street and just gorilla stomp his ass.
Well,
That was a good word, right? You see me just rag somebody up and down the street, and then you say, because you know me, you might know the other person as well a little bit.
That ain't none of my business.
Oh, there you go.
Wait. Let me just explain.
Okay.
Let me just explain.
Go ahead.
That's none of my business. Why y'all got it into it, that's none of my business.
Okay. But what I'm saying is the police came to you and said to you, hey, ma'am, we know you were standing there the whole time. So what did you see?
I didn't see or I didn't hear anything.
You had glaucoma.
I didn't hear nothing. I don't know why it started.
So you prevented the snitching. You
Right.
stopped. You didn't do it.
But let me explain to you something.
Okay.
Let me just give you an example. My 18-year-old, I'm a Turner baby. Turner Street.
I get it.
Allentown.
Yeah.
5th.
I get it. The hood.
I had my laundry basket. My 18-year-old was 3.
Okay.
And remember, I told you I was going to start getting a little bit more personal with you guys just so that you could understand. this year. We were walking to my mom's house. I was gonna do a load of laundry, and I see a kid run around the corner, and he's running for his life.
Okay.
And I was like, oh shit, I know what's gonna happen. So I take my kid, my 3-year-old, and I put him behind me with the laundry basket in front, and I stand against the wall. Next thing you know, another kid, not a kid, he was an adult.
Okay.
He was like 22 years old.
Okay.
He runs around the corner with a gun and starts shooting exactly
Chasing.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
The kid's running toward me, my son, behind me, and me. Starts popping off.
Okay.
The kid runs into the house right next to where me and my son are standing.
Okay.
And he's just shooting bang, 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 bang. Cops come. The kid is dead.
Oh, he actually got him.
He got him.
Okay.
My kid is there. My mom is opening the door. I rush my kid in. I grab because at that point I'm in school for nursing. I grab clothes and I'm holding the kid's chest.
Mm-hmm.
My son runs into my mom's house because she's Fifth and Oak.
Okay. Okay.
And the kid is dying in front of me.
Right.
Police come. I got that mentality. Snitches get stitches, right? Police comes. Oh, kid dies. Ambulance comes too late. Boom, boom. I didn't see nothing. I knew exactly what house that kid went into. I mean, the kid that shot.
The shooter. Okay, yeah.
I knew. I don't know. I didn't see anything. I should have said something. You know why? That kid had no regards. That I was walking. My 3-year-old was walking. Stray bullets. What if it would have hit my kid? What happens if it would have hit me?
Agreed.
I would have been no kid. I would have had no son. My son probably would have had no mother.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
All because snitches don't get no stitches. Right? But he had no idea of what he was doing or the consequences that were coming, right, by him shooting off that gun.
Okay.
But I was so stupid to think snitches don't get stitches. And me, now, 39, no? I'm going to be 39.
Somewhere there.
I'm 38.
There you go.
Years old. Didn't realize that until right now. Right now.
You should have said something.
I should have said something.
Okay. Why?
What do you mean why?
Well, that's what I'm not.
I was about to say.
I want them to know
I was
why.
like, somebody
Fight
get.
you.
I was about to say,
That whole
somebody
attitude
give
was
me,
ready to fight
give me
you.
a bottle because I'm about to crack it over the. What did he call himself? Gorilla.
G.O.
G.O.Rilla. I was about to say, what do you mean why?
I want them to know why.
Why? What do you mean why?
Why should you have snitched at that point?
Because he almost took me and my son's
Okay.
life.
Right. So
Life.
that makes it logical to actually have taken the step to actually make sure that your lives were at the taken
He
care of.
had no consequence of what he was doing when he just shot that.
Right.
My mom was screaming. All I could think was, dear Lord, this is happening.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand
And
that.
the police came, and all I could think was, snitches get stitches.
Mm.
And if I say something,
They might retaliate on you.
they might retaliate on me.
Yeah.
But
it's true. It's
you
true.
had no freaking thought of my and my kid's life.
Agreed.
And I keep thinking that, what? You're going to come after me? But then what would have happened if that bullet would have hit my son or me? My son right now would have been 18 years old without a mother.
Right. There's a lot of gray area and a lot of what ifs there. What could have happened was, might have happened. But, thankfully, neither you or your son were hurt or injured in the
What do you think?
Are snitching?
Mm-hmm. He put an example. You see two people beating it out.
No, not two
Or
people.
him.
Me.
Him.
Now that you know me a little, you see me, like I said.
You didn't kill him?
No, I'm not killing nobody. I'm not going to jail
So
for
then
this.
I'm not worried about it.
I'm just showing. I'm giving someone.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not worried about it.
I'm not
I didn't
worried
see
about it.
shit.
Wendy, I'm giving somebody what's called understanding. They're
Yeah,
under
I
what
know.
I'm
I get
standing.
that. And it doesn't impact me. It
No,
doesn't
it doesn't.
personally
You just saw it.
affect me. I just saw it. I didn't see shit.
Okay, why not?
It didn't impact me. No one died. There was no loss of life. I didn't have to worry about anybody else being injured or anything. It was strictly you and that person.
Right.
Y'all had whatever misunderstanding. That's on y'all. Now, if it involves me or mine, that's
Yes.
a different fucking story.
Right.
But it didn't.
Right.
I saw nothing. I didn't see nothing. I didn't hear nothing.
So how far do you go if it does impact you though? Let's say for example one of your children or yourself, you get close enough to try to stop it and you get involved and you get in the melee, you get punched in the mouth and you get dropped to the floor. Then what? Now what's your answer?
I'm probably trying to just punch somebody in the throat.
Right.
But
we come from a generation where we fight it out.
Of course.
Now, if you're like popping off a gun,
That's
like
what
I'm gonna
She's
tell you,
older
if
than
it involves my kids,
Right.
there's
no
no
limits.
limit.
There's no
I'm gonna
limits.
let you know right now. There's
Okay.
no limit.
Agreed.
Whether I snitch you out or I kill you myself, there is no limit when it comes to my kids.
let me ask you a question. If your kids have a problem with somebody, I know this is probably
Time out.
Will you let them fight,
Time out.
or will you call
Ask
cops on
my-
somebody?
Ask my kid's coach what I told him last summer. I ain't got no problem beating the shit out of a kid, their parent,
Me
or their
neither.
coach, or their
Me
teacher.
neither.
I don't
Me
give a
neither.
shit who it is. Do
I
not
will punch a
your
kid in
mind.
their face
You're
for
about
my
to- You're about to
son.
get kicked off of Kim
I
for
don't give a
that.
shit.
No,
I said it. We were at a basketball tournament at Cedar, and I went. Something happened or whatever. Not that it involves my daughter, but I was like, I looked at him. Oh, there was a fight that broke out on her team. I looked at him to let you know if that was Bella, I would have beat you, her. Everyone would have gotten it. I would give a shit. And he looked at me. I was like, kids too.
kids too.
I don't care. Your kids were there.
A grandparent, yep.
Yep.
I'll smack a grandparent.
Grandparent,
Yeah,
wow.
I'll smack your grandma
I
in the
would feel-
face
I would feel
to
bad.
bring their parent.
I would feel bad if I were to hit a grandparent.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
do not. My kids
Right.
don't
Yeah.
see problems. Because I didn't raise them to see
People
problems.
who know me, I will smack your kid. Yes, I will.
And I'll be like,
smack
call your mom. Call your mom right
your
now.
mom.
Call your mom right now. Matter of fact, get your teacher. I don't care. You gonna expel my children? That's fine.
I'm not promoting violence,
No,
but I'm just
no.
saying when it comes to your kid, I think it goes for any parent.
Right.
I mean, he will tell you he was at a baseball tournament and he was playing in the tournament.
Okay.
Zal, you know it. I don't care. He was in the tournament. My younger son, he's a little mischievous. Is that how you say it?
Mischievous.
Mischievous.
Got it.
Yeah.
I love
thank
him
you.
though.
Mischievous.
And
We get along so well.
Because you're alike.
and he
I am
is.
not mischievous.
So something was
Just like
happening, and I went, and I know my son.
Of course.
I don't defend him. Anytime something's happening, what do I say? That's Caleb. I'm like, that is Caleb.
Yeah. Yeah. It
He
comes to that
started.
realization.
Yeah,
is.
it always does.
Yeah.
And the whole tournament had to stop because I was like,
Wow.
yeah, mom, because I'm going to smack you in the face right now. And yeah. And then the other player was like, yo, they're kids. I was like, is it your kid? I was like, is it your kid? Because,
Right.
and he was like, no. I was like, so mind your own business. It's not your kid. So the whole tournament ended up rushing. It is. That mama bear in you comes out.
I think it's not just the mama bear. Because I have a friend who has kids and she'd be like, nah, she got this. She could fight. I think it's how you raise your kids. Because where we grew up, like...
No, see, I'm going to be right there with my kid, too. I'm going to be like, hit him.
Throw him
You
fist.
hit. I got the mom. You, like, it is just how it
It
is.
is, but we
team,
also know
tag
we
team.
didn't raise our kids the same way we grew up.
No.
That's the difference. We know we didn't raise our kids to be like, if you don't like it, just pop them in the motherfucking mouth. That's on us.
With this soft-ass generation, I tell my kids to do the 3 T's. Tell the kid to chill, tell someone what's going on, and then take action.
Agreed. That's probably the best way to do it.
I tell my kids, if they didn't hit you and it's only verbal assault, you can say whatever the fuck you gotta say back. Do not touch them. Now, if
Right,
they
don't
hit
touch
you, game on.
Yes.
Game on.
I tell my kids, if someone chooses you and they actually put their hands on you in any way, shape, or form, or kick you or hurt you, you have to finish it because you're going to get in more trouble with me if you don't finish it.
That was what my grandma
I
said
will
to me
never
all the
tell
time.
you to start it. Don't ever start it. But I need you to finish it. You need to make sure they understand they can never choose you again. That's what I tell all my kids. It's just help them understand. Listen, this can't happen ever again. You're never going to put your hands on me ever again like that. No?
Before you give me a black eye, I'm going to give you a black eye first. I'm going to throw the first hit.
What I mean is like a sucker punch.
Is that what you tell your kids? No,
But-
I'm not
but
like
so-
trying to be a dick. I'm like, seriously, like.
I don't, yeah.
See, that's my
Yeah.
point. We raised our kids differently.
Yeah.
Whereas we might have been like, come on, fuck it. I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah, no.
We don't tell our kids.
My mom always told me, you know, they get that. I was like, what?
Let them hit you first.
My mom was like, don't you swing first. I was like, what? I was like, so you want me? You want them to hit me first? Never that.
See,
Yeah.
no.
Never that. Before
Exactly.
you give me a black eye, I'm gonna make sure I give you the black eye first. That's why I was always in trouble.
I was never in trouble. Like if you look at my transcript,
I was
it's
never
fucking
caught.
clean.
Hello,
Being in
welcome.
trouble.
My
No.
shit's clean.
No.
My shit's clean too because I was never
Mine
caught.
is not, I'm never in trouble. Look, I always have
Don't
to
ask.
go with my
Mine is
parents.
always and forever
And
clean.
I never called the cops.
Forever.
Yeah, forever.
I never called the cops for nothing stupid. But the problem is nowadays it's different. Nobody wants to fight anymore. Everybody wants to pull out a gun. So unfortunately, in this generation, if somebody is killed or if you see something, what are you supposed to do? What,
I
snitches
I
got
agree.
stitches?
I agree
No,
with
it's
Wendy.
different.
As long as it affects you or yours, you say something.
Well, how about remember? I think it was over the summer at Stevens Park where the kid got the 17-year-old got shot by like his friends or whatever because they were talking to the same girl. Like the kid literally, they said left the park, went home, got the gun, and came back and shot him. Boom, 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 like in the back or whatever, and he died. The kid died.
No.
And this is why I'm like, if you don't have to fight, don't do it because people are not. Whereas people like we get bruises, whatever, we suck it up. But nowadays it's not like that.
No, people are too much willing to grab a weapon.
I had a friend whose kid, this was years ago, went to Truxler. Her friend got into a fight. Boom, boom, boom. 2 days after, her friend got jumped. She was there, so she jumped into. It was like, it wasn't like, all right, once and done, we was finished. No, it just continued going and escalating to the point that they all, you know, the cops came and everything. But it was like, what happened if the cops didn't come? What would have been the next escalation?
Yeah.
Aside from
A lot
jumping.
worse.
I just saw on New York World Star, the daughter was fighting. The mother got in it. So the daughter was fighting.
Is that one where the mom's butt naked?
No,
Wow.
no.
Wow, I want to see that one. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, the daughter
You
was
want a
fighting.
male perspective. That's it. That's what it is.
You want to see the mom butt naked?
I mean,
No,
why not?
the daughter was
That
fighting.
Yeah.
The daughter was fighting. Multiple people got in it. The mother jumped in. They took the car and hit the mother with the car, and she died, defending her daughter.
Well, I've actually seen that here in Allentown. I don't know if you know this, but I worked security at Allen High School for 10 years.
Yeah.
And I saw a mother get hit by a car to the point where she actually ripped the car door almost completely off. She completely turned the car door completely around because they hit her with the car.
But could you imagine defending your daughter, and they hit you with the car and they kill you?
Well, yeah, that's the.
They kill you.
They didn't kill the mother I saw.
No, this one they killed her.
Yeah.
Add to my cause, I don't give a shit. I'll go downtown and finish it. I mean, obviously. Now, let's talk about snitching in a different perspective. And we only have a couple minutes.
It's a different perspective.
6ix9ine.
The rapper.
The rapper.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
The
Yes.
snitch.
Tekashi.
The rapper.
Tekashi.
I don't think he's a snitch. Okay. He's a snitch.
By
yes.
definition.
By definition.
By definition.
By definition. He was going to do 47 years in prison for racketeering, firearms, drug charges, you name it, he was going to do it. He did it. Why? Because he started snitching.
He accepted a plea deal.
He accepted a plea deal and he started saying everything that he knew. Okay. Do you consider him a snitch?
Yes.
I don't.
Okay, wait. So why do I consider him a snitch? Because of what he did to get out of trouble.
Right.
In the brotherhood that he was in or family that he was in, that's not acceptable.
Right.
Whether it be blood family or, relation in some way, shape, or form, that specific act was not acceptable.
So you're calling them his brothers?
I'm calling
Those
his
aren't
family.
his brothers.
His family.
That ain't his family.
Okay, so let's be clear who the people were. The people that were involved were his gang members.
Right.
Who, let's be real with it. When you join a gang, they're your brothers and sisters.
Right.
They're like your family.
Your brothers and sisters fuck your wife?
Not that I know of.
They were fucking his wife.
Right, but I
Behind
didn't know
his
that.
back.
I didn't know
wait a
that
minute.
fact.
Okay, so I'm telling you.
Okay.
They were fucking his wife. Those same your brothers, they kidnapped him to raid his home for drugs and money. Your brothers do that to you?
I hope not. I mean,
Right.
I would hope that they wouldn't.
So the ones he snitched on, they did that to him.
So then he chose the wrong family.
Okay.
That's
I'm
all
a
it was.
snitch on them.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm the same boat as Miriam.
Miriam?
Well, if you are doing the dirt with me and I'm the only one that got caught and they giving me 40 years, fuck yes, I'm gonna snitch.
Okay.
But
Because at the end of the day, it's all about me. Fuck everyone else.
right.
There ain't nobody else gonna take care of me.
Let
when
me
I
tell
get
you
locked
what,
up or
if
not.
me and you are doing it together and you're loyal to me, I'm gonna be loyal to you.
Yeah.
Right.
You fuck my man, you and your
I mean,
little...
no offense.
Just an example. Just an example.
You fuck my man. You and your other little friends kidnap me and you raid my home and you steal from me.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I
I'm
agree.
ratting you out. I'm taking you down. But if you're loyal to me, I'm gonna be loyal to you till the end. There is
Besides,
no
you gotta stand up
way.
corners to get you a good
There
lawyer.
is no way. There's no way. There's no way I'm snitching
I
on
need to
you.
make sure she got a good lawyer.
Oh, okay,
Right?
okay.
You're
That's what I thought.
me
I
and you
heard.
are like this. We're like this. There's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
way I'm snitching on you. So you can't sit here and you can't say I'm snitching on you and call me your brother, but you're doing everything wrong toward me.
Okay.
But yet you want to sit here and say, oh, the streets don't run like that. The streets ain't loyal to nobody. The streets don't care about you.
Now,
The streets is going to do what they do.
So
but
let's
you're
say-
my brother. You're supposed to be loyal to me. And everybody says, oh, a hoe is a hoe. A hoe is a hoe, but you're my brother.
Right.
so let's say
So
different
guess what?
scenario.
I'm singing like a bird.
So different scenario. So let's say your significant other's abusive, beats you, whatever. So we decide we're gonna get rid of him.
Yeah.
You killed him, we go bury the body.
Mhm.
But somehow my dumb ass left DNA behind, I get caught.
Okay.
There's no reason for me to snitch. Because it wasn't like I did it, we killed him just to fucking kill him. Like, I chose to cover it up. I chose to help you. Like, I knew why.
But I would try to find, if we're loyal to them, I would try to find a way to mess something up.
Or you're gonna find a really good lawyer to get me off.
Right.
Exactly. So that's different. But now, if you're just snitching to snitch,
Mm-mm.
no, I'm just saying, like, you're not caught
Yeah.
and you're just, because you know how some people can't handle pressure or
Right,
anxiety.
right. They
So
fold.
the moment they fold, the moment they're there.
Yeah.
So
Fuck
whether
those
they have,
brothers, they deserve that. I'm sorry. Yes, right. Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
so
Those aren't brothers that are doing that, but go ahead.
they're not.
Sorry.
The
So-
streets are not going to be loyal to nobody. At the end of the day, we know that. We know that. He had racketeering, he had drug, he had a lot of things.
But at some point too, you're a fucking grown ass person.
And he's not
Why
the
you not
only
fucking
one.
using your brain?
And making better choices on the family you choose.
And the people,
Exactly.
the reason why people want to go at him is because
I just don't like them.
he came out, and I really like him. I really do. And he came out and he said it. He was like, "Yep, I said this, I said this, I said this, I said that."
He was too proud.
He was saying it, but all these
I
other
respect him being honest. That I love because
But flaunting it and putting it in their face.
I just
That's
don't
too
know.
much.
I don't know. I think I have an issue. With
I
people
think
with
maybe
face tattoos.
that's why
Because
people
he was
don't
coming
like
out and
him.
be like, oh, if you don't like it, fuck you, deal with it.
If
blah,
you
blah,
don't
blah.
like
But
it, I said it. I said it. He was like, "Why
He
am
was,
I
he
saying
was
I
that?"
saying
did
it
what I
directly
did.
to them.
Right.
It wasn't
He said,
anybody else.
I did what I did. I don't care what I did.
Right.
I'm not doing 47 years for you. If you want to come at me, come at me. It's his attitude. I get it.
Right.
But he's not the only one. And he started naming, a lot of people didn't like that he started naming celebrities
Right.
that also did plea deals.
Yeah, yeah.
The only reason he did that is because they took plea deals, and the only thing is they stayed quiet about it.
Right.
Look at the YSL RICO case. How many people had racketeering case? There was 56 counts, okay, and there are 26 members who have done plea deals. They're not talking about it.
No, no.
The way I'll be rolling together. Trust me, no one's gonna get caught. You're gonna hide that shit really good.
You just have to know how to do it. A seventh person came out, Young Thug. He was the seventh one that came out in a racketeering case, so that he wouldn't have to do, I think it's like 17 years in a racketeering case. Who's this?
It was Gunna too. Gunna
Oh,
wasn't the
rapper Gunna.
Yeah.
I don't know who this is, but her name is Caroline Ellison. She had to do 110 years of a prison term for a racketeering case. She's gonna face no criminal charges just because she did a plea deal. These are all people who are famous, okay? Who do plea deals. There's a lot of people.
At
Just
the end of
because
the
he
day-
was loud and proud, because he's a loud and proud person.
At the end of the day,
Okay.
humans as like people itself, we're selfish. We're gonna do what's best for ourselves.
Right.
We're not worried about who, what, when, where our loyalty lies. We're gonna
Right.
do what's best for ourselves.
Right.
What's best for ours.
Find yourself in prison to do 50 years at
Yeah.
30, 40 years old and see if you don't take a plea deal.
Right. No, I'll give you that. I think, like I said before,
Tú no
he
quieres
was
que
just
te
a little-
rompan el culo en prisión.
Well, you never know. I mean, some guys do.
I would
But
say if you like it.
if you like it, I mean, if you just push back and get them to finish fast. But some guys, they're just quiet about it. They take the plea, they're quiet about it. But this guy was just so boisterous about it and just so vocal about
He
it.
came off cocky.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. He came off so cocky where he was just like, you know what? Fuck you, fuck this, fuck that. It was just way too much. He was going too far with it.
I think that's what I like about him.
You like
What-
cocky?
You like
It-
the attitude,
it's because I'm cocky.
extreme cockiness.
It's cocky.
I know you were gonna hit me with a bottle. I'm only a Giorilla. I mean,
you know what it is? I don't like fake. I don't like that you portray yourself as one thing and then behind your back, behind closed doors, you're another thing.
right.
What you
That's
see
most
with
of
me is what you
humanity.
get all the
But
time.
that's most of humanity. Let's
I
be
will
honest.
agree.
Most people are like that.
I get told all the time I'm a little too harsh. I'm a little too hard to deal with because I don't sugarcoat it. I just tell you exactly how I feel. And they're like, you know what? Maybe you should just go softer with how you say things to people because they feel bad about how their feelings are hurt when you say it. No, how about they just learn how to be adults, learn how to be human beings.
No, and
I feel like-
learn who your brother is. Before you start calling people brothers,
Right,
learn who
that's
they
it.
are for
Like-
real.
like when it said,
And
you-
learn
as
what
an
the
adult, you
street
should've made a
is for
better choice.
real.
Yeah, you should have made a better choice as an adult.
And learn what loyalty is.
Not everyone deserves it.
No.
No, not at all.
Friends are friends, loyalty is loyalty. Like, stop. Stop
Just-
calling
But that's
people
why
that.
we
You're
have
not
different
cocky, you're
groups
a
of
true
friends.
person. You will say it to their face whether they like it or not.
Yeah. And
Someone
that's
knows
why
you.
I
Someone
only
knows
like.
you.
Yeah.
Someone
Oh,
knows
that.
you.
Yeah. That's my homegirl. That's my cousin.
Okay.
She knows. And that's why I only got like 2 friends.
You so full of it.
No, I do got a lot of friends.
You do. I
A lot
got
of
like
acquaintances.
I got a lot of friends.
I have a lot of acquaintances.
No,
I got like maybe
I'm
10.
blessed. I'm blessed. My circle's little. I don't have a big circle, but my circle's little, and those little people are
I got 7.
Are like gold.
7 friends?
Yes.
That you can truly call friends.
Yeah, 7.
You know what I call friends?
And then everyone else is
Someone who I
motherfucking
can trust
acquaintance.
my children with and know that there's
Girl,
no
I know. Let's not go there. I know.
That's
I
what I call a
know.
friend.
And you know,
I got
that's why I
7
say
friends.
Okay.
when your little circle is, it gets even smaller. It hurts. That's why I say it's not snitching. It's know who your friends are, and if you gotta snitch, listen, we're too old for that snitching, get stitching. Listen, no, it's
I'm older than both of you. How's it we are too old?
we're too old.
I mean,
We're too old.
I'm older than you.
We're too old. That's why when you're like it's snitching, no, it's not. Don't give me a bottle.
There's a bottle right there.
Give me a bottle. And give me a chair.
Won't be the first bottle of mine.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you, next week because there's no holiday or nothing.
I mean, I probably work, so it's cool. I'll still be there.
We'll see you next week. Don't forget to submit your topics on Topic Tuesday. Have a good weekend. We will as well.
Find the Valentine's Day gift.
It's not
That's next
Valentine's
month.
Day.
It's
That's
coming.
next month.
I mean, for the guys, find the Valentine's
Wow.
Day gift.
What the fuck?
We like Valentine's Day gifts.
I would love a Valentine's Day gift.
He does too.
A side piece is nice.
I take mine before the food.
Food.